Does it take millions of years for oil to form? And if so, are we on the brink of a crisis? Could oil and hydrocarbons even survive for millions of years? Those are good questions, and you're going to find out on this episode of Wonders Without Number.
Oil, like it says here, it's a naturally occurring organic compound.
Okay.
It's really just broken down marine algae into its basic components. Today, most organics, things that die, decompose at the bottom, they don't get buried in the sediment. So to find all this organic in rocks in itself is evidence that there was rapid deposition. And today they're studying shale, how shale forms. To get laminated shales, you've got to have moving water, which is a big surprise. Just in the last 10 years, they discovered that only moving water, moving along a foot or so per second, can produce the shales that we see.
What does that point to?
That points to a flood.
A flood, okay.
Global flood
Okay.
actually would provide all these massive quantities of shale. This is what you're taught in school.
Yeah.
This is what you're taught in oil and gas. The oil is deposited slowly accumulates in the bottom, gets buried by thousands of feet of sediment over millions of years, and the oil migrates and goes through these traps and sits there and waits for sometimes tens of millions of years for us to drill into them and tap into it. But that's really just a fable, because that material would become broken down by bacteria. There's bacteria everywhere we've drilled. There's bacteria underground. Under high temperatures, there's bacteria. You go to Yellowstone, there's bacteria all around. All those colors are from different types of bacteria. God provided these resources for our generation, even though it was a judgment on that prior generation for their sinfulness. He still provided a lot of resources for us to use.
You're saying that God had an ultimate plan, even through the destruction and the judgment of a catastrophic flood, that he ultimately was thinking about us today.